Kelly, this latest arms sale is about 228 million US dollars worth of spare parts and maintenance. It's not the biggest sale in terms of value, but how important are these parts for Taiwan's military?
I mean, it is actually very important in the sense of sustaining your ability to use these aircraft. The F-16 is an older aircraft, particularly for Taiwan. But what we've seen is that we've been able to really extend the life of these kinds of airframes. And the way you do that is with regular maintenance and the ability to have parts that you're able to replenish, right? You can replenish parts as needed, and then you're able to really sustain the life of these aircraft. I mean, you just look at the United States with how long it's been flying some B-52s, for example.
Taiwan has been trying to boost its defense against China, buying fighter jets from the US like F-16s. But when you look at the way that Taiwan's Air Force is structured right now, is it in a good position to protect its skies?
No, I mean, I don't think Taiwan is in a good position in terms of air power, in terms of its existing investments. When you look at Taiwan's fundamental problem, it is that it is going to always be at a disadvantage quantitatively against the Chinese. That's just a reality. It is also, located so close to the mainland that it's going to be under very severe missile threats. And so you can have the best aircraft in the world, but you need to be able to get those aircraft up off the runways. And even with hardened shelters, which Taiwan has some of these, I don't really see how these fighters are going to be useful, particularly early in a conflict when China has the capacity to essentially crater runways every 4, 8 hours for days, weeks at a time.
So, given that, then what should Taiwan's military be buying, or how should it? What does it need to do in order to make sure that it can have a robust defense against China?
And when I look at Taiwan's situation, it really needs to be able to contest the airspace. So it can't rely on fighters alone to try to provide some kind of air superiority bubble over Taiwan. In fact, that's going to be really difficult to do just because of the number of Chinese aircraft and uh, you know trying to get all these aircraft in the air in wartime conditions. What it really needs is to be able to contest that airspace so China doesn't have air superiority over Taiwan. And that requires largely a different kind of air force than one that is organized primarily around small number of high-end fighter aircraft. It needs large numbers of drones of all different types and ranges. It needs lots of anti-air missiles. And the question Taiwan should really ask itself is for every dollar that it might spend on a new fighter aircraft, is that dollar better off being spent on a small number of cheap things?